Takata-san, Yamasato-san, Ushiro-san, Ohayo gozaimasu. I'm Olivia Rodrigo.
This is DayDay, and you're in the
Yes,
studio
I
with us.
remember.
Yeah. Do
So
you remember us? Haven't
I
appeared?
totally remember. I had a really wonderful time.
We will start with a new album. How would you describe your third album?
Yeah, my third album is I describe it as a time capsule of a relationship. Every stage of being in love and then the unraveling of the relationship. So there's lots to mine in there.
Have you noticed any change in your mind or growth as your musical style or songwriting process during that time?
For sure, yeah. I feel like I've grown so much as a songwriter and just as a person in the past 3 years. And so I think that the album is reflective of that for sure. I think there's a lot more introspection and a little bit maybe hopefully more emotional maturity in the songs. And also I just feel like I'm gravitating towards different music. So hopefully those references are felt in the album.
Most of your songs are from the past affected by your personal, but is it more from this time too?
Yeah, I think that the record is very personal. It's very much about my experiences and a relationship that I was in that caused me to look inward a lot and grow. So, yeah, it's very near and dear to my heart. It's very vulnerable.
Mm. We loved the music video of Drop Dead, and it was in the Palace of Versailles. And how was it filmed in the palace?
Such an iconic location, and so to get the opportunity to film there was a real honor. And we kind of got to have the whole night there to film after the tourists left for the day, and I got to run around barefoot in the gardens and in all of these beautiful galleries. And so it was really special and definitely a moment I won't forget.
The idea of Versailles, like filming in Versailles, did it come first, or because of the and then like so you mentioned Versailles, which came the first?
Yeah, I think we wrote the lyric first, and then while we wrote it, I remember having the thought in my mind, like, that would be really cool if we could film the music video in Versailles. How awesome would that be? And I never thought it could actually happen, but by the grace of God, it managed to work out, and I love the video so much. I think it's really beautiful.
Do you have any memorable stories or experience from the filming, the music video there?
Oh gosh, I just remember running around and like feeling the history of the place that I was in, and I really believe in ghosts, and so I was really scared I was going to see a ghost.
Have you like felt it actually?
I mean, I didn't see anything, but I definitely was like feeling the presence of, how grand and old these rooms were, and just sort of imagining all of the things that those walls had seen, which I'm sure is many things.
I think it's after close through the morning dawn. Is it
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, we got to film until like 3 a.m. So we filmed from like 7 p.m. until 3 a.m. and it was really crazy. We were just drinking a bunch of coffee and running through the halls. It was pretty cool.
So a little bit back to the album. Is there any your favorite song from the album, or you were recommended that to the audience?
I mean, I love all the songs on the album. I think my favorite is The Cure. I love that
Mhm.
song a lot. And second favorite would maybe be right now, I really like the song Maggots for Brains. I really love that one.
Well, I mean, your last visit was in 2024, but the gas tour, do you remember anything you did in Japan or?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I remember being very jet lagged. But I also remember having the most amazing food and buying some really great clothes that I still have. I'll never forget how good the matcha is in Japan. That was pretty special. Matcha in the US just doesn't compare.
Do you try to have the matcha in US too?
Yes, but it's just not as good once you've had the Japanese stuff. It's really not as good.
Or some drop that you mentioned about Japan. Have you ever been to
Hey,
Japan? Yeah.
yeah.
Did it like if there are any stories that you decide to kind of include?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Japan is a really wonderful place to travel to, and anyone that traveled to Japan has a lot of wonderful stories. So I think it's a good icebreaker, and I think that's probably why I wrote it in the song. Anyone who's been there probably has a very interesting conversation to be shared about it.
Is there any like specific image of that who you want to deliver your album to?
Oh my gosh, I mean, any and everyone who would listen and who would resonate with any of the songs, I think it's a real joy of doing what I do for a living is, sharing your own personal experiences and seeing the ways in which other people connect to it. It really makes me feel seen and understood and kind of a larger part of a larger community. So it's a really beautiful experience.
Okay, thank you. When you come back, please come to the show again, and we'll love to have you back to our show
Yeah,
too.
thank you so much. Nice to see you again. Bye,
Okay.
guys.